Well, something's wrong with her. She fell down. She's unconscious. Mr. Gosh thinks she might have had a heart attack. He called 911. You better come. Ray locks the car and follows her into the store. It's cold inside. Mary is lying on the floor with her legs spread and her arms at her sides. She's next to a wire cylinder full of kickballs. The sign over the wire cylinder says "Hot fun in the summertime." Her eyes are closed. She might be sleeping there on the linoleum. 3 people are standing over her. One is a dark-skinned man in khaki pants and a white shirt. A name tag on the pocket of his shirt says Mr. Gosh Manager. The other 2 are customers. One is a thin old man without much hair. He's in his 70s at least. The other is a fat woman. She's fatter than Mary. Fatter than the girl in the blue smock, too. Ray thinks by rights she's the one who should be lying on the floor. "Sir, are you this lady's husband?" Mr. Gosh asks. "Yes," Ray says. "That doesn't seem to be enough." "Yes, I am." "I am sorry to say, but I think she might be dead," Mr. Gosh says. "I gave the artificial respiration and the mouth-to-mouth, but—" Ray thinks of the dark-skinned man putting his mouth on Mary's. French kissing her, sort of. Breathing down her throat right next to the wire cylinder full of plastic kickballs. Then he kneels down. "Mary," he says. "Mary." Like he's trying to wake her up after a hard night. She doesn't appear to be breathing, but you can't always tell. He puts his ear by her mouth and hears nothing. He feels air on his skin, but that's probably just the air conditioning. "This gentleman called 911, the fat woman says. She's holding a bag of bugles. "Mary," Ray says, louder this time, but he can't quite bring himself to shout, not down on his knees with people standing around. He looks up and says apologetically, "She never gets sick, she's healthy as a horse." "You never know," the old man says. He shakes his head. "She just fell down," the young woman in the blue smock says. "Not a word." "Did she grab her chest?" the fat woman with the bugles asks. "I don't know," the young woman says. "I guess not. Not that I saw, she just fell down." There's a rack of souvenir t-shirts near the kickballs. They say things like, "My parents were treated like royalty in Castle Rock and all I got was this lousy t-shirt." Mr. Gosh takes one and says, "Would you like me to cover her face, sir?" "God, no," Ray says, startled. "She might only be unconscious. We're not doctors." Past Mr. Gosh, he sees 3 kids, teenagers, looking in the window. One has a cell phone. He's using it to take a picture. Mr. Gosh follows Ray's look and rushes at the door, flapping his hands. "You kids get out of here! You kids get out!"